Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host Mark Guido, and we're not going to be traveling yet for a couple of more weeks. But before we leave Utah, we wanted to take advantage of bringing you to one of our favorite places right in our own backyard. Antelope Island, right in the middle of the Great Salt Lake. So stay tuned. .42 square mile Antelope Island sits in the middle of Utah's Great Salt Lake, northwest of Salt Lake City, connected to the mainland by a 7-mile causeway. From here on the island, it's hard to believe that the suburban bustle of the Wasatch Front is only 7 miles away. For Antelope Island, might as well be in another world. Although it was once considered for a national park, that never happened. And a Utah State Park today encompasses the entire island to preserve its natural beauty and historical heritage. The state purchased the northern part of the island in 1969 and acquired the remainder in 1981 when the state park was established. The shallow Great Salt Lake is all that remains today of the ancient Lake Bonneville that 15,000 years ago occupied much of current-day Utah. It was nearly the size of Lake Michigan. Changing climate over thousands of years dried up most of the lake, leaving today's Great Salt Lake as a remnant. It's a terminal lake with no outlet, the fourth largest such lake in the world. And minerals washed into the lake by its feeding rivers results in water that's far saltier than seawater, as the water evaporates and leaves the minerals behind. It's too salty to support fish, and brine shrimp are all that survive in its waters. Native American artifacts show that Antelope Island was occupied by prehistoric peoples more than 6,000 years ago. But explorers John Fremont and Kit Carson were the first non-natives known to have visited Antelope Island in 1845. Although it's surrounded by saltwater, much more saline than the ocean, an abundance of freshwater springs on the island supported a few early settlers, along with pronghorn antelope, bighorn sheep, American bison, badgers, coyotes, bobcat, and mule deer, as well as an enormous number of waterfowl. The extensive native grassland on Antelope Island today supports a large herd of American bison. John Dooley bought Antelope Island for $1 million in 1870, with the intention of raising sheep. However, he also introduced an American bison herd to the island in an attempt to develop a private hunting preserve. He brought 4 bulls, 4 cows, and 4 calves to Antelope Island by boat in 1893, when there were fewer than 1,000 of the once prolific animals left in all of North America. Today, the island's bison herd numbers between 500 and 700 head, making it one of the largest and oldest publicly owned American bison herds in the country. It's a gorgeous spring day, so Zoe and I are going to bring you along on one of Antelope Island's most popular hikes. However, it's important to get a good night's sleep before you go hiking. So this is the perfect opportunity for us to introduce you to our video sponsor, RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. Life is way too short to lose valuable sleep or wake up with neck or back pain because of that cheap OEM mattress that came in your RV, especially when there's such a great alternative available. Improve your sleep while camping with a new RV mattress from our video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. They offer 4 different mattress constructions in 21 different sizes, depending on preference and price point. Everything from standard queen to all of those funky, odd RV sizes. Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all of its mattresses right at their factory in Arizona. And RVmattress.com ships them right to your door for free, all rolled up and compressed in a vacuum seal. Just cut the wrap to unroll the mattress onto your bed, then cut the vacuum seal. For our mattress, Brooklyn Bedding starts with a layer of high-density foam for a supported base. Just above the base, an 8-inch core of over 1,000 individually encased coils provides the essential support. Immediately above the coils is a 1-inch layer of memory foam and 2-inch layer of hyper-elastic TitanFlex foam. Finally, at the very top is a 1.5-inch layer of antimicrobial CopperFlex foam with TitanCool, which is designed to maintain an ideal sleep body temperature of 88 degrees. Every Brooklyn Bedding mattress from RVmattress.com comes with both a 10-year warranty and a 120-night risk-free sleep trial. Visit RVmattress.com/GrandAdventure to get 25% off your mattress with promo code GrandAdventure. Numerous trails crisscross Antelope Island for hikers, mountain bikers, and horseback riders, including to the top of 6,596-foot Frary Peak, the highest point on the island. Road biking is also popular on the island's paved thoroughfares, and e-bike rentals are available at the island end of the causeway. Zoe and I are going to sample one of the island's most popular hiking trails, the short but moderately strenuous climb to the top of Buffalo Point at the island's northwestern end. This brief hike is well worth the effort, for the view from the top of Buffalo Point is nothing short of stunning, encompassing many of the major and minor islands dotting the broader part of the Great Salt Lake. Should you wish to stay on the island, there are 2 state park RV campgrounds located on Antelope Island. With 64 well-spaced sites, Bridger Bay is the largest and most developed of the island's 2 campgrounds. The lower loop, sites 1 through 26, are dry camping with pavilions and grills. The upper loop, added recently, features an additional 36 sites with water and 50-amp, 30-amp electrical hookups. Sites are reservable and cost $40 per night for hookups and $30 per night for dry camping. The best time of year to camp on Antelope Island is spring or fall, for biting brine flies are prevalent here during the summer months when temperatures can also become intense, with virtually no shade available. Flush bathrooms and showers are available in both loops, and the upper loop includes a modern, well-designed 2-bay dump station. The island's other RV campground at White Rock Bay features 20 dry campsites with incredible spacing between them, including 2 equestrian sites. Sites here cost $40 per night. We're going to take a quick ad break to pay the bills. And when we come back after the break, we'll bring you to Antelope Island's historic Fielding Gar Ranch. driving south down the island's east side to where the pavement ends at Fielding Gar Ranch. Antelope Island was originally used as a ranch for cattle and sheep when the first Mormon pioneers settled the Salt Lake Valley. In fact, the LDS Church controlled the island ranch for more than 2 decades in the mid-19th century. Fielding Gar, the island's first white settler, was sent to Antelope Island by the LDS Church to establish a ranch for the church tithing herds. Here on the island's east side, the Fielding Gar Ranch was built near the strongest and most reliable of the island's 40 freshwater springs, and today includes the 1848 ranch house that's Utah's oldest Anglo building still standing on its original foundation. After Dooley bought Antelope Island, the ranch became one of the largest and most industrialized sheep ranching operations in the western U.S. Guided horseback trips to view the island's bison are available from the ranch. So we truly hope that you've enjoyed exploring Utah's Antelope Island with us. This gives you a great taste of the kind of episodes that Grand Adventure puts out during the spring, summer, and fall months. During the winter months, we're stationary here in Salt Lake City for ski season, but we travel across the entire United States outside of ski season. We're getting ready to hit the road coming up in a few short weeks, so if you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a Grand Adventure, which we air every Wednesday evening. We'd be truly honored if you share the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. Understand that it is extremely important to us that if you like this episode, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comment section where we'd love to hear from you after each Grand Adventure. So until next Wednesday, please remember life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.